Welcome everyone to a new episode of Binge or Cringe. This time, a fresh new series, The Witcher. I've played all 3 games. I've read 2 of the books. I'm a huge Witcher fan. I think The Witcher 3 is one of the best games ever made, if not the best game ever. I think the books are really fun, really nice, and the series, well, what do I think? Now that I'm talking about the books, I think they adapted the books really well. Like, I enjoyed for the first time in my life watching something that I already read and watching it being adapted on TV. It's a really nice experience. Even though I know what's gonna happen, it doesn't feel like a spoiler. It feels like I know what's gonna happen, but not, I know what's gonna happen. Now, Henry Cavill, he's awesome. He's awesome. His choice of casting is really great. He fits the character so well. I think he's perfect for the character of Geralt. Now let me talk a bit about other characters like Triss. Why? Like Triss and Yennefer, both. They are supposed to be like those hot babes that Geralt is supposed to be in love with. I don't know. I expected Triss to be much more beautiful. I expected her to be a redhead. Now I understand why. Let's not go there. But come on. Triss is not even beautiful. She's not even beautiful. I expect her to be hot. She's not even beautiful. And Yennefer, like, she's fine. But it's fine. Jaskier, or as we know him as Dandelion, is really great. But I would prefer if he had like that signature mustache. Costume design, I think the costume design in the series is really great. Now music. The music is awesome. It reminds me a bit of the game. But the music that Dandelion sings is a bit modern for the age they're living in. It sounds a bit like modern music, not like medieval music. I don't mind it that much. Another good thing about the series is the fight scenes. The sword choreography in the series is on point. The camera movement and fight scenes are eye candy. One of the best in TV series. I like the fight scenes in Daredevil, if anyone has seen the series, but it's one of the best. And also, I love the filming. The shots are beautiful. The sound is great. Yeah. Shall we start with the bad things? The bad things. Okay. Let's start with the CGI. Now, the CGI is not that bad, but it's weak. And I have hopes that they're gonna fix it in season 2. Now the editing, sometimes it's very visible that the editing is discontinued. Sometimes it's cringy, like, what? Can't you see that this cut is very bad? Other than that, I think the only bad thing is the storytelling. Now, for me, nothing bothered me. I liked it, I understood everything. But I asked a lot of people that don't even know what The Witcher is. They felt like they had to watch it again. There are some words like city names, like character names that they didn't memorize that easily. I felt like for new people they had to explain a little bit before jumping in the story. One of the things that people got annoyed of is the script, the way they merged 2 timelines, and they felt that it's confusing. But I disagree. This way of storytelling is very fresh. It's not very fresh, I've seen it before, but for TV series it's fresh. And it's cool, especially for something that is usually filled of just action shots and fight scenes and beauty shots. To implement that element of 2 different timelines, it's nice, it's beautiful. And cut to new haircut. And look at Geralt's ass, look. I just want to point out something about the philosophy, because as you realized in last episode about BoJack, I always talk about philosophy and psychology. That's 2 things I love to talk about a lot, and when they are implemented in series or in movies, I automatically love them more. So in The Witcher, I like the idea that destiny, the word destiny, is repeated a lot. The series asks us if destiny is actually a thing, if we make our own destiny or destiny is already written, and also the choices that Geralt had to make, like good and bad. What's good and what's bad? Is there a middle ground? Is there only good and only bad? Like the first episode, The Greater Good.
Evil is evil, Charbel. Lesser, greater, middling. It's all the same. I'm not judging you. I haven't only done good in my life either. But now, if I have to choose between one evil and another, then I prefer not to choose at all.
So that's something I really like when they are implemented in series. And yeah, so overall the things that should be fixed are, I think, the editing, the CGI, not a big deal, but the series should look a bit stronger. It had a great start, people liked it, it got very famous very quickly, and it got a new fan base to The Witcher, and it shouldn't continue this week. It was weak at first, but it shouldn't continue like that. This series is sacred to me. I want it to be my favorite series ever. Like the books are my favorite fiction books ever, and like the video games are my favorite video games ever. The Witcher 1, the first video game, it sucks. But the second is great, and the third is even greater. So maybe that's what they're gonna do in the series. They're gonna start in a bad way, not very bad, and they're gonna continue in a good way. And I have high hope. I have high hopes. Henry Cavill will not let anyone screw up Geralt's character, because he's a fan also. I think they're smart enough to listen to the people, to know what they like, what they want, and what they don't want to see again.
Hey there everybody, Hrag here, all the way from Los Angeles, California, just so I can talk to you about The Witcher. Now, me personally, I have never played any of the games, read any of the books, and to be completely honest with you, as of someone that knows nothing about the series, I enjoyed it. Because there's so many things about it that's so nice. The cinematography is beautiful, the acting is fantastic, the music, oh, where do I begin about the music? And by the way, as of right now, I completely recommend it. I don't know how Geddy is feeling towards it, by someone that's known everything, played all the games, did everything about it. But in my opinion, as a standalone series, it is fantastic. I definitely recommend it. Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley, oh plenty.
Overall, don't get me wrong, I love the series. Again, it started weak, but I have high hopes, and if it continues the same way it started, I'm gonna keep watching, but I prefer it to be better. So yeah, it's a binge, definitely a binge, no doubt about that. I'd binge it again. I recommend everyone to binge it. Season 2 2021. Bye.